Welcome, current and past students. My name is Lisa Erickson. I am the College and Career Coordinator here at Graduation Alliance. Today, for my mini-series video, I am going to talk to you about the step-by-step process of applying for a job. And I know to some that might seem a little obvious, but there really are a lot of things to consider. Different places to search, different things to know. So I want to go over some of those basics with you. So first off, when it comes to applying, it's important to know that there's a number of different ways out there that you can find a job. There's no right way, no wrong way. But I want you to keep your mind open and really explore some different opportunities this way. So these are the different ways. So first off is networking. I have already created a mini series video all about networking. So make sure to view that. We're not going to talk about that in any detail right here, but I do have some great information for you already provided. The other three ways we're going to discuss in a little bit more detail. So we're going to talk about applying to a company directly. We're going to talk about applying through LinkedIn. And then finally, utilizing different search engines such as Indeed to be able to find jobs. So when it comes to applying directly to a company, this is where you will want to go to that company's website and you will want to find where they list their careers or job openings. And generally, that's at the very bottom of their homepage. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And this might be because you have a friend, a family member, someone who says, hey, this is a great company to work for. You might want to check out this place. They have good benefits or a fun environment or whatever it might be. So you might just want to go directly to that page and see what they offer. So make sure that your resume and cover letter are updated and ready to go. And this goes for all of these different ways to apply. I have, once again, mini-series videos about both resumes and cover letters. So if that's an area you struggle with or need a little bit of extra help, please watch those. You might even want to go in and customize that resume and cover letter a little bit, especially your cover letter, to be a little bit more job specific to what you're applying for. Maybe you want to talk about the experience you have that will help you when it comes to that specific career at that company. So if you can't find any postings on their page, maybe they don't have any currently, maybe you want to reach out directly to that company anyway. Show them that you're interested. You might not get a job, there might not be one that exists, but at least that way you don't have any competition and they can see your interest, and maybe they'd be willing to reach out to you in the future if they have something that opens up. So let me just show really quickly. So I went to this company. They're a great company here in Utah that I wanted to just check out. And I thought, oh, I wonder if they're hiring at all, just to check. So you can see, I go to the very bottom of the page, and you can see here, I can find this little link that says careers. Like I said, it's not always easy to find, but once I click on that, it takes me to a page where I can, I don't want to sign up for anything. I can go to their career center, and they give a whole bunch of different positions here. Look at all of these. There's tons. There's like at least 50, there's 15 positions here. So you can go in, you can read about each one, you can see if it's a good fit for you, you can apply directly here. Okay, so I think that's great. That's a really nice way to utilize other people. It's kind of a piece of networking a little bit, because if you have people that you know who work for these companies, they can maybe even put in that good word for you. So those things can kind of overlap and connect a little bit. The next one is using LinkedIn. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to complete your own LinkedIn profile. And if you haven't done this and you don't know how, I have a mini series video for that as well. So go back and watch it. Get your profile all set up and ready to go. Make sure you upload that resume in there. You include things like your education, any job experience that you've had. And then you'll be able to use LinkedIn as a way to connect and network, but also as a way to find jobs, because there will be some jobs that are specifically, kind of tailored to your skills, because you've already included all that on your LinkedIn profile. So you can see up at the top here, there's a bunch of different options to click on, one of them being jobs. I've already put in all my information. It has it all. You can even see that some of these things shows that, hey, your profile matches some of these jobs, right? Maybe this would be a really good fit for you. Same with this one, your profile matches. So, I might want to explore those more. Or maybe I just want to look at some of these other ones here also. One thing that's kind of cool is it also shows the different connections you have to people. So if you have, the networking piece that you've done on LinkedIn, you have friends, family members, coworkers, all of those people on there, it'll show who you have a connection with. And maybe you want to reach out to that individual and say, hey, what do you think about working at this place? Or can you get me, an interview or put in a good word for me? I mean, you can always utilize those types of connections to your benefit. That's really a great thing to be able to do. So there's tons of job options here. A lot of them show that there's that overlap when it comes to your qualifications and some of these specific jobs. Okay? And it's easy to apply. When you're in here, you can just click on, that job specifically. It'll take you to this area here. It'll give you a little bit more of a breakdown, right? The qualifications, see if it's something that you actually are a good fit for. And if that's the case, oftentimes you can just apply right here in LinkedIn. And they already have all of your information, so it's probably even an easier process than having to upload your resume separately and fill out all of that. So just so you know, it can save you a lot of time if you do the work on the front end and set up that profile, and then you can just utilize that to find some jobs that are better fits. Finally, utilizing a search engine. One like Indeed, which is one that comes to my mind, which is one that I utilize often. The nice thing about a site like Indeed is that you can put in your own criteria. There's a place at the top that says, the type of job you want, the location, could be, I could put Salt Lake City, Utah. I could put remote. I could put hybrid if I'm looking for jobs that fit some of these other criteria, other parameters. I can put in, hey, I want ones that have just been listed in the last week because I want to find one that hasn't been sitting in there for 30 days or whatnot. So you can put in those types of parameters, which is really cool. Then at that point, you'll see all of these different options pop up. Not to say they're all going to fit your needs and what you want, but you can compare them really quickly and you can see the titles and think, hey, this might be what I want. No, 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 yes. And maybe you'll want to start looking at them and applying. You have that resume all ready to go, your cover letter ready to go. You can go ahead and start applying that way. You can also sign up for job alerts where you get emails for jobs that you're interested. You can do something very similar here in LinkedIn as well. If you go back to jobs here, on the left-hand side, you'll see there's all of these great options that you can utilize as well, such as job alerts. You can change things like salary. You can learn more about, getting prepped for your interview or getting some guidance if maybe you're struggling. So there's a lot of great resources out there. You really just have to take the time and effort to actually utilize them and utilize them to, the best of your needs, and to really put yourself out there is really important. So those are just a couple of the great ways to start looking for jobs. So you need to put in the time and effort, take these different steps, these different ideas, and you're going to be very successful in finding that job that you're looking for. Thanks so much, guys.